I, Santo, welcome you all. Hope enjoyed Navaratri, Upasanas, fastings, invoking Sri Rama Krupa. That's how repeatedly in Sanatana Dharma we are reminded and given chance for tuning ourselves to the divinity. So great it is. So lucky those who are able to recognize it and make use of it. Welcome friends, Shwethashwathara Upanishad Adhyanam, third chapter, last two shlokas with Bhashyam we have to go through. All that is again to recognize the various Vyaktitva layers of ours to recognize the need of them, strengthen them. Shruti Anugraha, Guru Gana Anugraha, Devata Anugraha, Jaganmatru Anugraha, very essential. Also the Ishvara Anugraha, Parabrahma Anugraha, in various forms, at various levels, we need. Let us recognize and invoke that. So we will start our day with our chanting. Today is Monday. We will do for next 7 days Vishnu Sukta. Very simple, small, easy. Start करते हैं. ओम अथ विष्णु सूक्तम. ओम विष्णोर्नुकं वीर्याणि प्रवोचं यः पार्थिवानि विममेरजागं सियो अस्कभायदुत्तरगुं सधस्थं विचक्रमाणस्त्रेधोरुगायो विष्णोरराटमसि विष्णोः पृष्ठमसि विष्णोष्णप्त्रेस्तो विष्णोस्यूरसि विष्णोर् ध्रुवमसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वा तदस्य प्रियमभिपातो अस्यां नरो यत्र देवयवो मदन्ति उरुक्रमस्य स हि बन्धुरित्था विष्णोः पदे परमे मध्व उत्सः प्रतद्विष्णुस्तवते वीर्याय मृगो न भीमः कुचरो गिरिष्ठाः यस्योरुषु त्रिषु विक्रमणेषु अधिक्षियन्ति भुवनानि विश्वा परो मात्रया तनुवा वृधान न ते महित्वमन्वश्नुवन्ति उभे ते विद्मरजसि पृथिव्या विष्णो देवत्वं परमस्य वित्से विचक्रमे पृथिवीमेष एतां क्षेत्राय विष्णुर्मनुषे दशस्यन्न ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरयोजनासः ऊरुक्षितिगुं सुजनिमाचकार त्रिर्देवः पृथिवीमेष एतां विचक्रमे शतर्च सम्महित्वा प्रविष्णुरस्तु तव सस्तवीयान् त्वेषगह्यस्य स्तविरस्य नाम हतो देवा अवन्तु नो यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे पृथिव्याः सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदं समूढमस्य पागं सुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपा अदाभ्यः ततो धर्माणि धारयन् विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यत यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा तद्विष्णोः परमं पदगं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिविव चक्षुराततं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो जागृवागं सस्समिन्धते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं पर्याप्त्या अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोतिरात्र उत्तम महर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Om Namo Narayana. Friends, in today's common sense thought, what to discuss? So much of common sense we discussed, and we had also past tense. Narayan, Krishna Vasudeva. One thing is what key in life. Narayana. Some problems come for some time and go away. Some problems keep staying throughout life. We should understand, accept them, accordingly negotiate. Which are the problems? Keep coming. Some of them once come, they go away, never to come. Some come, go, repeat होते रहते हैं. Some of them stay throughout life. Think about them and then accept them. We are alive, dynamic. The whole world is there in front of us. So give and take goes on happening. Therefore, everything always cannot be smooth. Like we are traveling on the road. Always, road may not be smooth. Vehicle may give us trouble if it is old. The driver himself may not drive properly. Then the other people also are there on the same road. Common road hai. So चलते ही रहते हैं. Life is like that. Let's play the game. In the same way, in life, there are some durgunas. They, with little effort, they can go away. Like the smoke on the fire. Just blow it with the air, it goes. Some negativities are like that dust or dirt on the mirror, shaving, brushing teeth. So the mirror के ऊपर वो होते हैं. If you blow it with the mouth, it won't go. You have to apply whatever that liquid and then wipe properly with paper, cloth. More, some of the negativities. Some negativities are like you have to wait only, work hard only. Takes long time for them to go. So, first three things we talked about are the difficulties. These three things we talked about are the negativities, the problems aspect, and then the negativities in us, because of which our adhyatmic sadhana is not happening. Even in life, also, we are at low ebb, more failures, more sufferings, more humiliations, more being discarded by the world, etc. So we have to just be matured to know all these things and keep on repairing, and again attempting, and then sometimes succeed. Know the secret of that success, maintain it. Again we fail, again see the problems where the faults are happening. Again usko fir repair karo. This is how the life has to be. It has to be like that only. Accept it. So too, as we saw the difficulties, problems, so too conveniences, good things also. Some of them come and go away. Some, if we have done lot of punya, they stay with us for a long time. I'm talking about the riches or the health aspects or people around us, more loving, less troubling, whoever they are. I know. लोगों में डिफरेंस होता है. Some people from the birth till death they have always problems around, है ना, difficulties around. उनका लाइफ देख के तरस आता है. Some people are there in their golden spoon they are born with, as it is said. Everybody to love them only. है ना. Some youngsters you can see, सब प्यार करते हैं, उसका तबीयत भी ठीक है, खुद भी got some good qualities. He is excelling also in his own studies, performances, professions. मजा आता है देखकर. Everybody should be like that. So this is how everything is to be become aware of it Know it, what is in our hands, keep on doing it, go on improving. That's the game in this world. One criteria that can be kept is, as it is said in Gita and everywhere, beautiful one. Let us start loving this good thought. कि my presence should not trouble anyone. है ना? And I should not be troubled inside because of anything, anybody's presence. And the second one, first one is mostly in our hands. He, my presence should not trouble anyone. That is mostly in our hands, not 100%. Because if some people basically don't like at all our presence, what can you do? No, you're doing nothing, but you are there. They don't even like your presence. है ना? So 100% नहीं हो सकता. But at the time of behavior, expression, we can be conscious at every step to see that my presence is not troubling anyone. Very, very good thought. We can try for that. When we are not egoistic, not selfish, our presence will not trouble anyone. It's all calculation effort. This helps us in creating good habits for the forthcoming life. Other than this, in the past, if at all we have done something bad, negative to someone, for no reason, that person will trouble us. You understand? ये सब चलता है. So both the things. I am conscious not to trouble anyone. Still, sometimes my presence will be irritating to some people. कोई कोई family में होता है. That daughter-in-law will never like the parents-in-law. वो उसका फिर कोई सवाल जवाब ही नहीं है. वो किस जन्म का पता नहीं. वो 10,000 जन्म पहले का भी हो सकता. You can't find any reason other than this karma siddhanta. But I am good, I love, that is your thing. From that side, it is like they also don't know that they are behaving like that. It's all prarabdha exhaustion. Second is very important. I also am not to be troubled by others. Again, it is 100% in our hands. How? By our own mind management techniques, spiritual goals, even the situations are worst, still we can protect ourselves. है ना? बहुत बार हम ये देखते हैं, not troubling the people in is our hands. And people troubling others is not in our hands in one way, we say, because we can't command the behaviors of the people. But whatever the way they behave, we can have our own Rakshana Kavacham of wisdoms, of knowledges, of maturity, isn't it? Outside we may be harmed in our money, even at the physical level, but mind तो अपना है, उसमें कोई enter नहीं कर सकते. And all sufferings, whether they are financial or physical, only when they touch the mind, then they give us misery. So at the mind level, if we can master, isn't it? So much of wisdoms are required. Lot of examples we have to see of the saints, sages, or bhaktas in shastras. Through that, all techniques we can learn of managing the mind to be free from suffering in spite of, despite whatever comes from outside. And the other one is spiritual wisdom. The tattva jnana bhi hai or tattva lakshya bhi hai. When they are there, then we don't bother. Who cares it? If somebody has not loved you or insulted you or non-reciprocated your love, किस वैल्यू क्या है वो भैया? You are a spiritual seeker, ना? So why value of that? पक्का संसार है वो. उसको expect करना ही पहली गलती है. Isn't it? How can your attention be in the world? Now, first thought was this one we are talking about. Second is very, very essential. Ki wherever we go, there we are. याद रखना. Wherever we go includes From our bedroom to kitchen, kitchen to our portico or veranda. Wherever we go, there we are. So too, from our house to neighbor house we go, wherever we go, we are there. So too, from our street to other street we go, we are we only. From our village or town to other towns we go, we are we only. कोई बंदा जो इंडिया से अमेरिका में गया तो he won't change, he is the same. Same way, wherever we go, whichever the lokas we go also, after this body, we are the same. Therefore, where to go is not important. Na? What am I is important. If I am bad, wherever I go, I am bad. Isn't it? If I am good, wherever I go, I am good. So where going is not important. Whether am I good or bad in all my aspects, that's important. By changing the places, changing the situation, changing the people, and we ourselves remaining the same, is just like keep on changing the doctors, but we are not changing our diet or lifestyle. So will it help in our health? है ना? डॉक्टरों को बदलते जा रहे हैं और खुद के नियम नहीं बदल रहे, तो हेल्थ विल नॉट कम. दैट वॉट एवर पर्टिकुलर डिसीज इट विल chase us only. Physical body example. In the same way, focus on our own selves and then keep on improving. Then, obviously, accordingly, wherever we go, we give joy, we receive joy. We give love, we receive love. That immaculate, purest of the pure, our heart should be. उस पे हमें एम करना है. किसी भी तरह का कलमश, नेगेटिविटी नहीं होना. है ना? One of the or two of the negativities are expectation and suspecting. Expecting and suspecting. Expecting from others, whatever it is. You are here to give, Baba, not to take. If that attitude doesn't come, then we expect from the people. That immediately touches that people. They become insecure in our presence. And naturally, our expectations cannot be fulfilled all the time, so we get disappointed. Second one is suspecting. You cannot suspect anyone. Everyone have their own lives, their own prarabdhas, their own purusharthas, their own goals, and conditioned by million things like we are also. You can't suspect your servant with all his whatever the way he is behaving. You can educate him, but can't suspect. Your subordinates, you can educate them, but you can't suspect. It's a negative thought. It's a disturbs the mutual relations, disturbs the aura, disturbs the atmosphere, disturbs the interactions. These two pure things we have to learn. Non-expecting, non-suspecting. Be plain. And don't doubt anybody's intentions or anything. जो है सो है, अपने आप को बचाओ, लेकिन अपने मन को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना. It is like that, that's it. I know in this whole world, millions, trillions of jivas growing and evolving. One or two of them are around us, who are there in our prarabdha. They are like that. To suspicion, suspicion, doubting others, and always thinking about their negative and all. ये सारे इवन व्यवहार के अच्छे लक्षण भी नहीं है. What to talk about spiritually? They are never ever a good qualities. So the second thought today is wherever we go, there we are. And just like we make up ourselves for our physical good expression to impress others, and nicely shaven or coloring the hair or very good dress, So many things we beautifully do. Good also it is. Dress and address, these two are the things for others to recognize what we are. As we do it physically, dressing ourselves, wonderful, होना भी चाहिए. In the same way, at the inner personality level also. And it should become natural. Naturally, we have to be sadhu, not only expressing, acting sometimes. And so simple, common sense thought, कि with all negativities, impurity in our mind, when some guests come or elders come, how naughty we do, as if we are loving, we are really respectful to them, and we value them. Then continue it. Why do you do it? Why don't you show all your negative only when some elders come to our house? है कि नहीं? थोड़ा respectfully, आइए बाबा जी, आइए स्वामी जी, करते हो ना? Even guests come, even unknown people also come. Like somebody, your father's friend or so how respectfully. Why not maintain that? Why such a good makeup you remove and wear the dress like a mechanic? Phate purane kapde, isn't it? Mentally also. Physically, sometimes you may not afford, but mind may. It's in our hands, no? What we show off, the good qualities which we don't have. What's wrong in having them? What negativities which we don't want to and want to hide them, why not remove them? As simple as that. So these are the things click to us when we take ourselves into confidence, when we do the introspection, when we note down what exactly we are, then we refer to the Shastras, elders, to know the higher standards of life. Then see at what level of lowness I am. Then these are the things because of which I am low. Let me remove. These are the good things. When I invoke, I'll be higher and higher. Let me invoke them. Let me practice them. In short, look not outside. Look within and change oneself. With a changed personality, wherever we go, the welcomes, the laurels, they're all beautiful it is. And into this, add again what we said earlier. Instead of expecting, you be the person of giving. Go to give, not troubler. I go only not to give only. जहाँ भी जाता मैं देता हूँ. But what are you giving? I give troubles. Go to give. There are hundreds of things that can be given, gross and subtler. Subtlemost is just give the prayers. Oh Lord, let this family be healthy, happy, who are hosting me, free from all problems. Yeah, that is the subtlest it is. It is not shown outside, can't be seen. The gross gifts that can be seen, the physical helps that can be seen, a good way of communication that can be seen. But these subtler things, adrushta कहते हैं उसको. Adrushta रूपेण also we can be the givers, depending on where we are, with whom we are. So instead of expecting, be a person of giving. Second one, instead of suspecting, have full faith about the goodness and divinity of that person. Then even whatever that person may be bad otherwise, at least for our sake, as long as we are there, they will behave good. That commanding we can do if we have that faith in them. And like when the gurus come, we do very well with them. Why? Because they command. Why? Because they have faith on us. They may see lot of negative in us, but they don't care even to Even notice also them. ठीक है, good को देखो. जो existing good and जो good जो कल आने वाला है. Their दृष्टि is on that. They see the evolution of the jivas, the gurus. Second thing. Today we discuss. Third one is very important, crucial than these two. First one was the problems, difficulties, conveniences also. Some come and go, some stay for some more time, some take long time. So to the negativities and positivities. We talked about it the first topic. Second was wherever we go, there we are. Be careful. Third thought is very crucial key. If we call ourselves to be Adhyatmic Sadhaka in a period of half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours, how much of our mind is in Paramatma and how much our mind is in things and beings and bhoga and enjoyments. We have to observe. Without this most important basic observation and the change, please don't call oneself a spiritual seeker. You may call, but it is not true. And see, let us say now the time is 9. Morning you got up, let us say at 6, 5:35, 4 ghante mein. How much time the mind was in Paramatma? Saguna, Sakara, Nirguna, Nirakara. And how much was the mind in Mayonopadis, in the other people, in the other things, other bhog. So simple to observe, but very important and crucial. So with all our classes attending, with all the information gathered, if our mind is only discussing people, discussing things, discussing outer bhoga, then we are very immature, both in our understanding and practice. As regards spiritual sadhaka identity is concerned. That tapasya we have to do, that practice we have to do. Both. When we are free totally with ourselves, practice to put the mind in Paramatma. Then when we are with people out of some obligations also, attend to the extent required. The remaining attention should be on Bhagwan only. किससे क्या लेना देना इस जगत में? Even your so far close relations also, है ना? None of them are permanent. Think about it. And we made it a habit of whoever are the people in front or not in front, only to think about them at the cost of Bhagavan. And these people have gone away and we never did Bhagavan's practice. Where are my earlier lives' parents? Where are my earlier lives' other relations? And is not that I attending to them more than Bhagavan has become a vasana, practice, habit. And am I not doing the same even in this life? Now imagine, to the extent required, I was doing everything duly. But my mind is on Paramatma more and more. अगर ऐसे किए होते हैं पिछले जन्म में, इस लाइफ में all the time our mind would have been effortlessly on God. Now in this life also, if you are continuing that way, that unnecessarily about things and beings only our mind is entertaining, we are not putting our mind on God. Even though we claim to be sadhaka, study Shastra, then it is so easy to imagine what will be our next life. So easy. Same, ऐसा ही रहेगा. That for some hours, 1 or 2, very superficially we listen to some Upanishad, some Gita from somebody. कभी कभी मत्था टेकेंगे मंदिर जावांगे, but the life is fully samsara. हाँ, if you like it, if you want that, tatastu. If you say no, 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 that sublime, deep truth, the self, the reality, the substrate of which all the rishis have achieved and claimed they are liberated now. which is said to be the acme of perfection, which is said to be the goal. If you want to achieve it, then this is the way it happens. This is the way it happens. And these are all inner understandings, inner maturities. They should never make us compromise with whatever our outer duties love. वो तो ठीक है, वही तो ना हमारे कारण का दुखी नहीं होना. डोंट से मैं साधक हूं, तुमको आज से मैं याद ही नहीं करूंगा. Then that person only will remember. जो बाहर करना है करो, है ना. After that, when you are with yourself, why think about people? Why think about things? है ना. Anybody like your brother has come. When he is there, he is a brother. और कैसे हो, क्या चाहिए? All wonderfully done. After going to the room, when the brother goes, think about God, not brother. कुछ है ऐसे essential, quickly finish it off. Again when he comes, need है तो कर. Otherwise, not remembering the God, remembering the world becomes a habit, which is not a sign of Adhyatmic sadhaka. And there is nothing wrong in it. We are not deceiving anyone, cheating anyone. We are not doing harm to anyone. We are not doing wrong to anyone. Instead, in fact, with this thought only on Lord all the maximum time, the Shaktis which we gain, the divinity which we get, with that, in fact, our performance with the world will be always more better and nobler. Whatever the little performances we have to do, activities we have to do, duties we have to do, obligations we have to do, they'll be more effective when we are divine. है कि नहीं? And then 70-80% of our thoughts are of no productivity, no use at all, and non-realistic also, not required also. It's very vichitra. The Maya in the mind of always having thoughts of the world and worldliness is very vichitra. मुश्किल है immediately समझना, स्वीकारना, and decision to change and effort to change and change. So the third thought is this: what is in my mind all the time, Paramatma or Jagat? देख लो. When we are in the Jagat, we pray to God, भगवान मैं जगत में फंसा हूँ, मुझे आपको याद करना. When Bhagavan gives all conveniences, instead of using them, you just think about again Jagat only. है ना? When Bhagavan has given a convenience, आप देखो, just like a bhogi out of lalach, थोड़ा friend जी, हाँ, out of lalach, greed, और भी चाहिए कहता है. नहीं, don't close, ये चला जाएगा. So too a yogi or bhakta should have the lalach. है ना. एक आइसक्रीम खाएगा और एक खाने को मन होता है भोगी को. साधक को क्या होना है, अरे एक दिन अच्छा गुजरा साधना में, एक और दिन हो जाए, सेवा में और एक दिन हो जाए, उपासना में वन मोर डे. ये वाला लालच, ग्रीड, गुड हेल्दी एंड ए वेरी गुड रेमेडी for the other negative lalach. And the worldly lalach, Bhagavan will fulfill it out of displeasure because he doesn't want us to be the slave. But the spiritual lalach, when we have, he is very happy. Like when your children ask you the very healthy good food, you feel like giving them more and more. And अगर वो junk food मांगता है तो you give it very happily. ले ले बेटा खा के अपना तबीयत खराब कर. You don't give it. Bhagavan is also like that. You ask him, he will give one by one, and you have to keep on accepting, and then use, then again ask. That's the meaning. Our Lord gave me more and more opportunities to remember you, to travel towards you, to reach you. Beautiful, no? All in our hands only. Take our own life into our own hands. Take it into confidence. First, mind yourself. mind your adhyatmic pragati, especially after a certain age. है ना? First of all, not using the opportunities is one, cheating of ourselves. Second is blaming everyone as the cause for it is second cheating. Then the justification is third cheating. Cheating ourselves. अपने आप को धोखा दे रहे नो isn't it? देखो whether it's the mind or the person in front of you in any relation. When you allow them to command you for the worldliness and bhoga, we become like that, they start becoming powerful. When we command ourselves to be spiritual, in spite of the mind and the people around, then they will also tomorrow will become spiritual. If not, you are at least spiritual. You are at least, no? How can we allow others to command us and take us away from our sadhana? Not once, twice, throughout life. So हमेशा दुष्टों का ही जय हो रहा है. Isn't it? It should not be the other. It should be the other. Now, there are some people, families. The wife tells husband, I am sadhaka now. I am doing my sadhana. He first becomes, irritating and all for some time. Then he understands, no, she is very strong in her decision. She is committed. तो इनको झुकना पड़ता है. If the husband says, shut up, तुमको पढ़ना है कुछ नहीं. So then he has commanded. This is मेरे पति is not allowing me. Then you will never do sadhana. पति और पत्नी, anybody, isn't it? सबको हमको समझना पड़ता है, मैनेज करना पड़ता है. This is how the life is. है ना? Don't mind any one of them. Live like a lazy buffalo. That also some people do. Minding all these things and commanding every one of them and maturing. Some people try. Some of them reach to those heights. Therefore, their inner heart, outer life, totally free from all these commotions. They are beautiful sadhakas, enjoying every moment of their inner and outer sadhana. Ah, हमको तो वो चाहिए बाबा. And it is in our hands. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Irime Guruvi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakyata Sarva Vedantaha तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं. गुरुपुङ्गव पुङ्गवकेतनते सवतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः. शरणागतवत्सल तत्त्वनिधे भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलम् अचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः फ्रेंड्स the Paramatma's Saguna Sakara expression was discussed up to mantra 18. From 19 and onwards, Tavat Sarvatmakam Brahma Pratipaditam Idanim Nirvikara Ananda Swarupena Anudita Anastamita Jnana Atmana Avastitam Paramatmanam Darshaitumah. This is what is the purpose of these mantras. And that exhaustively we saw 18th one, 19th one. Apanipado javano grahita pashyatya chakshus shrunotya karnaha savetti vedyam nacha tasyasti vetta tamahuragryam purusham mahantam. In this mantra, the one main common thought that's to be caught is, in case of Paramatma, being itself is doing everything. That's the essence. He is the self of everything. That itself is the doing. Pashyatya chakshuho shrunoti akarnaha. So when you say he sees without eye means what? What is that which can be seen without the upadhi? Eye. No, without the upadhi of eyes. It is my own self. What is that which can be heard without the upadhi, the ears? It is my own self. Therefore, the Lord is seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling about everything without any jnanendriyas, without antakarana. Means what? For him, everything is his own self. So, for him, being is the seeing. Seeing means using all faculties to perceive. So, he doesn't perceive anything anatma rupena. For him, there is nothing called anatma. So, the other way of looking at this mantra is what? On the pure self only, we project the drishya. On the pure self only, we project the drashta. On the pure self only, the drashta drishya sambandha, called as darshana, we project. Followed by it, the goodness, the badness, the ragas, the dveshas, the shatru, the mitra, all of them are projected. Like you see on a TV screen, a movie. First time introduction. The hero came from here, the villain came from here. Both of them interacted. That led to enmity between them. Or the hero came from there, the heroine came from there, both of them met and interacted. That led to their own liking each other. Now, where is the hero? Projected only on the screen. Villain projected. Their interaction projected. Then their hatred projected on the screen. After the hatred, then they fight with each other, they cheat each other, they जो भी है वो भी उसी पे projected. So too, when the hero heroine come, both are projected on the screen. Their interaction भी वही है. फिर उनके बीच में जो प्रेम का अंकुर होता है, that is also there. Isn't it? Think about it. That's the meaning of this shloka. Therefore, two things. One is everything is Atman. Point one. The second point that we have to realize. Everything is the self that we have to realize. And that self in its realities, as it is said, nirvikara ananda rupena anudita anamastamita jnana atmana avastita. Remember, self is the jnana atma. First point, pure consciousness. Self. Then that consciousness is explained this way to differentiate it from the other thoughtful knowledges which we have. And 1, 2, 3, 4 adjectives are given to understand the Atman, the Brahman, which is Jnanatma. The self is pure Jnanatma. The four adjectives for it is this Nirvikara Jnana. What is the Vikara in the Jnana? Jnata, Jneyam, Jnanam, Triputi. So that is not there. That's the meaning of Nirvikara. Therefore, second one is Ananda Swarupena. There is not even a trace of misery because Triputi में ही misery होती है. There is no Triputi, no misery. Therefore, Ananda Swarupa. So that Nipti Swarupa is Ananda Swarupa. Other jnanas क्या होता है ना? Like I am very happy with myself, but I go to the market and I have the jnana of the things there. Immediately I become miserable because that jnana is followed by the desire. Moment the desire comes, we are miserable. Okay. So अनात्म ज्ञान हमेशा में दुख देता है. आत्मज्ञान में अनात्मा नहीं है, इसलिए वो आनंद स्वरूप है. You know why everybody wants to be with the self, or whoever are there, they should be according to my choice. Is equal to they should be like myself. What is the meaning of others should behave as I want? Like a guest comes to home, we don't give freedom. We want them to do like as we want. Because in the self only there is happiness. They come with their own habits and they do all natakki. We suffer. In hotel, it is not there. They charge full money और जैसा भी वो behave करे, they don't care. So they are getting money. So there is आत्मीयता. देखो पैसे दे रहे हो तो कुछ भी करके चले जाओ, हम ठीक कर लेते. So अनात्मा में दुख, आत्मज्ञान में सुख. Second, third one, this jnana, which is nirvikara, non-differential, non-modifying, which is Ananda Swarupa, is ever there. Therefore, Anudita. Again, ever there. Therefore, Anastamita. So, Nirvikara Ananda Swarupena Anudita Anastamita Jnanatmana Avasthiti Parabrahmaka. That is what we are. To convey that are these mantras. What a beautiful definition, no? जितने बार सोचो उतना आपको गंभीरता आएगा ज्ञान में. And that's what is the meaning of this shloka. अपाणिपादो जवनो गृहीता पश्यत्य चक्षुष शृणोत्य कर्णः सवेत्ति वेद्यम न च तस्यास्ति वेत्ता तमाहुरग्रम पुरुषम महान्तम. Then the next beautiful mantra, kimcha अणोरणीयान् महतो महीयान् आत्मा गुहायां निहितोऽस्य जन्तोः तमक्रतुं पश्यति वीतशोकः धातुः प्रसादान् महिमानमीशम्. Again, अणोरणीयान् महतो महीयान् आत्मास्य जन्तोर्निहितो गुहायां तमक्रतुः पश्यति वीतशोकः धातुः प्रसादान् महिमानमीशम्. तमक्रतुम दूसरे उपनिषद में अक्रतुः लिखता है, लिखे रहते हैं. वो the seeker and the sought are same, no? एक ही ब्रह्म है. So यहाँ तमक्रतुम परमात्मा का उद्देश्य करते हुए कहते हैं. देर तमक्रतुः is the साधक को उद्देश्य करते हुए. सो अणोरणीयान महतो महीयान आत्मा अस्य जंतोः गुहायां निहितः तम अक्रतुम पीतशोकः पश्यति धातु प्रसादात् महिमानमीश. This shloka must be by hearted with full understanding of every word and sentences with the help of Bhagwan's Bhashyam. Take time, give time, go through. First, let us start. explanation किया है, literal meaning every word का कल परसों. So today we are studying with Bhashyam, which we started yesterday. Anoraniyan iti. Iti means this mantra I am talking to you. Be attentive. I am writing Bhashya on this. In this Upanishad, for every mantra while giving the Bhashya, भगवान alerts us कि इस मंत्र का भाष्य दे रहे, ध्यान से पढ़ो. So anoraniyan iti. So anoho means sukshmadapi. Aniyan means anutaraha, sukshmataraha. So anoho aniyan means anu se bhi anutara. So sukshma. So whatever the finermost stage in sukshmata our intellect can reach, that is the Paramatma only. इसका अर्थ उनसे अणु सूक्ष्म कोई नहीं है ना. And that sukshmata again is the suchana for vyapakatvam also. And thereafter sukshma alone becomes actually sthula. पहला हर एक चीज का स्थिति अव्यक्त में होता है, देन सूक्ष्म में होता है, देन इट कम्स इनटू स्थूल. These subtle things we don't know, therefore we think sthula is good, sthula is great, and we hold on to the sthula. Sthula is never permanent, therefore we suffer. है ना. भीष्म द्रोण शरीर are sthula, they will die one day, but the self in them is sukshma, it is eternally there. In Gita, Bhagavan is trying to give Arjuna that sukshma drushti, atma drushti. See from that standpoint. And he gave logic. When Bhishma Drona were born, children, now they are so huged out. So the body is changed. In them, some I is continuously the same. Nobody can deny that. But we are not subtle enough to observe it, to catch it, that there is something in me which constantly is the same, even though the shariras are changing. यहाँ तो स्थूल शरीर का चेंज का बोला. Even सूक्ष्म शरीरास also, कारण शरीरास also are coming and going in swapna and sushupti. Still, there is something I, which is the same. That is our state of being. ओके. गीता का एक्सप्लेनेशन थोड़ा दिया. तो अणोरणीयान सूक्ष्मातपि सूक्ष्मतरः अणुतरः. गिव टाइम टू दिस थॉट. ओके, सूक्ष्म 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 सूक्ष्म. सो सबसे सूक्ष्म परमात्मा, उनसे सूक्ष्म कोई नहीं है. सेम वे महतः महीयान. महत्व मीन्स महत्व परिमाणात. The sthula, you can call it as a bigger than the bigger. Yeah, Mahiyan means bigger. Anu means smaller. The Sukshma means smaller than the smallest. Mahat means the bigger than the biggest. Mahato Mahiyan. And common sense, that the small coming together only make it big. Because he is the smaller than the smallest, obvious. We'll have to be the bigger than the biggest also. Mahataha means Mahatva Parimanat. Mahiyan means Mahattara. Therefore, there is nothing bigger than the biggest also, than him. Okay. Now it can be anything. Let us say the Sukshma and Mahan. One example is water. Sukshmata water is drop. Anoho Aniyan. Drop of water. Put a limit. Don't go into drop of water also. उसमें भी छोटा है, फिर हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स. रुको, जब एग्जाम्पल बोल रहे तो. Mahiyan means the ocean. है ना. The water is a anohaniyan. The ocean is Mahato Mahiyan. Jaladrishti. So too, a small spark of fire. Anohaniyan. Little spark. ऐसा करो. Then the whole blazing fire, let us say, of the Lord Surya. Mato Mahiya. So to Anoraniyan, a dust particle. How small? Mato Mahiyan is the entire earth. In the same way, Anoraniyan, the power in an ant to be able to carry a small grain of sugar. Anoraniyan. And a huge elephant carrying a big log of wood or anything. Mahato Mahiya. Among all animals, elephant is said to be the carrier of the largest, मतलब maximum load और कोई है तो I don't know in the living beings. है ना? अनोरणीय. I am giving example how to look it in every aspect. तो फिर आपके घर में when you cook the food that which we have the whatever called patila का हुआ है उसको only 5 people's खाना will be made. But when you go to a big place, some langar वगैरह होता है, वो 5,000 लोग खा सकते हैं. उतना सब्जी बनने वाला वो बड़ा सा तवा होता है वहां. तवा और पतीला. महो महियान. Isn't it? You go in your scooter, 2 people, but in a train at one time in 20 bogies, 1,400 people travel. Like that. So, in every of the quantifications, smaller than the smallest is he, higher than the highest is he. So, what do you mean by this? Means he is such being in whom there are no quantifications. Okay. So, on him only all types of calculations and then their quantifications are projected. So, on Paramatma, the waterness is projected, then the quantification, one drop and one ocean. On the Paramatma, the earth or matterness is projected and it is quantified as one atom or the as big as earth. Understood? In one Paramatma only, the fire aspect is projected and a very small, it is called as and as big as blazing sun. In pure Paramatma, neither sun is there, nor fire is there, nor water is there, nor earth is there. He is beyond. Because he is beyond only, that on him, by his own inexplicable Shakti, these many things are projected and each of them are quantified. Anu se Anu, Mahan se Mahan. So to many other things like the intelligence. Somebody is Anoho Aniyan intelligence. So इसका इतना ही है वो. He is able to at the most maximum maintain his own family. अपने दिमाग से. But there is somebody who is taking care of the entire country. Mahato Mahiyan. Isn't it? Same way emotionally. Anoraniyan. Me, my children. Bas. उतना ही प्यार. Anoraniyan is all. And somebody considers the entire living beings are beloved to them. They love all of them. Mahato Mahiyan. हर जगह है कि नहीं? अपने कुत्ते को पालते हैं. But there are so many people who love all the animals and they start big organizations, big things. In that, thousands of animals are taken care. अपने घर में एक ही कुत्ता. Anoraniyan, Mahatamayan. Emotions, love, and concerns, intelligences, abilities, all of them are there in Anupramana and Mahatpramana. Both of them are projected on Paramatma. Paramatma is beyond all these expressions. He is Nirguna. He cannot be put it in any word or form. He only can be maximum talked as Satyam Jnanam Anantam. And that also Anubhava Gamya. Yesterday we saw in Tulsi Ramayana, Veda Mata कहती. Last, 6th मंत्र में अनुभव गम्य. So, ये 2 शब्द हम थोड़ा सा इंट्रोड्यूस किए हैं समझने को. Keep thinking, समझ में. Please remember, if something is not understood today, don't get frustrated, don't give up. Give time. In our next level of purity, subtlety gained through the maturity, through the process of some upasanas and effort to contemplate, that will come to us. We will understand that day. Have patience and perseverance. Don't become frustrated कि समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Therefore, don't give up. आज नहीं आया तो कल होगा. लगे रहो, है ना? In giving up any negative, in taking up anything positive, this positive attitude and patient effort is required. Today I could eliminate this negative, tomorrow I'll remove that negativity. This positivity today I could not have, tomorrow I will have. I'll put my efforts. Because I am given the ability to put efforts. Purushartha samarthya. I am a dynamic living being. I can do that. This type of attitude. It will be understood. So Anuvaraniyan Mahato Mahiyan is explained. Then Sahacha Atma, that Atman, the self, Asya Jantoho, of this being, he is stationed in the heart. Asya Jantoho Nihitaha Guhaya. Who is the Jantu? In whose heart this Anuraniyan Mahato Mahiyan Paramatma is there? This Nirvikara Ananda Sarupena Anudita Anastamita Jnanatma Rupena Paramatma is there. Asya Jantoho, in the heart of this Jantu. Who is the Jantu? Jantoho means Brahma Adi Stamba Paryantasya. Brahma means in the living beings he is considered to be the biggest in all aspects. Stamba means a ekakana jivi. यूनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गेनिज्म छोटा सा स्तंभ कहते हैं उसको. माइक्रोब्स है ना, द सिंगल सेल माइक्रोब्स देयर, इट्स कॉल्ड स्तंभ. तो फ्रॉम द ब्रह्मा द मैक्रो लेवल, स्तंभ द माइक्रो लेवल, all of them are called jantus in the heart of every of these jantu. This pure conscious Paramatma is there. Who is Anuraniyan, Mahatmahiyan, who is Jnanatma Swarup. देखो, जैसे सोचने लगते हैं ना, बुद्धि सूक्ष्म होता हुआ, we will be able to apprehend. It is such a being the self is. On that, all quantities, big and small, of all measurements are projected, and he is beyond all of them. अब देखो, इस वस्तु को our rishis could catch means how great they are, isn't it? On that Paramatma, the whole big earth globe itself is superimposed. And again on the Paramatma only a small dust particle. So this Paramatma is neither dust particle nor the earth. And the dust particle and earth are the Rupanama, and they have one measurement called as weight. कितना गरिमा है देखो भूमि का, weight of the bhumi and the weight of the one single what you call dust particle. परमात्मा दोनों में है, फिर भी he is not halka fulka like the dust particle, nor is he heavy like the earth. That is something mystical being. It's something mystical. That's why no word is able to explain it. No corresponding object is there to tell that it looks like that. ये ताज्जुब की बात है कि नहीं? बोलो भाई, ऐसा कोई चीज है जिसमें अर्थ सुपर इम्पोज्ड बट नॉट द वेट ऑफ द अर्थ, size of the earth, and the particle is superimposed. Because of it, it has not become smaller. कुछ ही अलग ही है, वो सत्ता चित्त का यही महिमा है. और जब क्लिक होता है ना दिल में ये बात, इंट्यूटिव दिल से, at least intellectual, intuitive apprehension of it, not experience. Even the understanding also gives a very good relief. And then one transcends all gross subtler on his seat of meditation and identifies himself with that or recognizes that as himself. Oh, then in me all are projected, छोटे से लेकर बड़ा तक, but none of them are me. They come and go. That's the meaning of in me the akhanda sukham bodha vishwavichaya bodha utpadyante viliyante. In me, the unbroken, infinite ocean of bliss, infinite worlds are projected and rejected. Like in the ocean, the waves. Bahuda Vishwa Vichaya. The world Srishti named waves come and go in me, the ocean infinite, the consciousness. Sukham Bodhi. Wonderful, that state. Aha, oh Sukshmata mil jaye humko. Both first in understanding, then in experience through the internal meditation. Going beyond also the Sukshma Karya. So Mahato Mahiyan Atma Asya Janto. Janto means Brahmadi Stamba Paryantasya. Janto means Brahmadi Stamba Paryantasya Pranijatasya. Pranijata means Jata Prani means in all living beings, born beings. Pranijatasya Guhayam. Hrudaye. Guhaya means Hrudaya. Hrudaya. This word, because it is explained so many times, we should have an idea by now. Just become little conscious and aware. That are not these I feelings, are not the various thoughts continuously coming out from some place and going back and settling in some place in us. Not the sthula place, but some sukshma source. That is called as हृदय गुहा, है ना? जैसे अब मुझे क्लास के बाद उधर जाना है, ये थॉट कहाँ से आया? बाहर से तो नहीं आया ना? उनसे बात करना है, उस वस्तु को लेना है। मैं अभी चलने वाला हूँ पाँव से, तो आई एम द पर्सन टू टॉक. अरे, these are all continuously coming out. Once that is over, they are going back. Where from they are coming, into what they are going, that sukshma sthala is called as hridaya. It is not sthula place like this. It is not the place, the physical heart. Don't look at it as sthula space. It is sukshma. It should be called as space because in space only everything exists. So in the sthula space, sthula things exist. So in the sukshma space, sukshma things exist. Because for anything to exist, it should be supported by the space only. So Hrudaya Kuhara, Hrudaya Akasha, Hrudaya Guha. Both are, all the three are same. कहीं हृदय कुहर कहते हैं, आकाश गुहा. Words are different. What is meant is same. We generally look at the Sthula Akash. Then in that Sthula Akash only we make it a big Akash and small Akash. Then we look at our gross physical Hridaya and we see it is so small. And in that small Akasha, how can all this be there? In that way we mistakenly think. But here the discussion is never about anything Sthula only. That स्थूलता को जब तक छोड़ते नहीं, सूक्ष्म अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं होता. Let it happen to us very soon. So, हृदये प्राणिजातस्य गुहायां हृदये निहितः. How it is निहितः? आत्मभूतः स्थितः इत्यर्थः. And what is the meaning of all that wonderful things? Slowly, steadily we'll study as guided by the Lord. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Great friends, study Gita.